Hey guys, Aaron Walker here. I'm on the Greenway this morning, just finishing my run. It's the way I start each and every day. I hope I can get my breath long enough to talk, and I want to talk to you this morning about really surveying yourself, really looking deep within yourself. Now I'm going to warn you before I talk about this. I'm just telling you honestly right out of the gate, I'm going to lose some of you on this. You're going to disagree with me. That's okay. I like disagreement. I like people that'll take me to task and challenge me. But I got a pretty big task this morning to challenge you with, and here's what it is. It's being paid under the counter, cash. And you're like, oh no, I'm out of here. I'm going to cut this off right now. Years ago when I was a young man in my business, we were a cash business, and I took a lot of cash out. It wasn't like huge amounts, but it was enough that it made a difference. And I was convicted about that one day. I said, you know, really, this is not right. I shouldn't be taking this cash. And I tried to justify it. I tried to say, you know, man, I pay a lot of taxes. Each and every year, my quarterly tax deposits are huge. And the government's not spending the money the way they should be spending the money. And I justified it. And I even rationalized a lot of the things that I was doing for a number of years when I was taking cash. And one day, I went into my partner and I put a stake in the ground and I said, no more. I'm never taking cash again. And he said, you do whatever you got to do and I'll do what I have to do. So I said, okay, whatever. And I went into the bookkeeper and I said, listen, no more cash. All my checks come to me 100%. I want to pay taxes on it. The next day I went in and he said, Big A, I'm with you. My partner did. He said, I'm absolutely on board. And it really made me feel good for a lot of reasons. First of all, that I made the right choice. I went on to further think through some of the things that I was doing in regards to taking cash. First of all, I discovered that I was a liar. And you're like, oh, Big A, you're getting hard on us. Now, the truth is I was a liar because there's a place on your income tax that says, have you made any money outside of what's reported? And I checked that box, no. And I was a liar. And then I started thinking through it a little bit more and I said, I'm a cheater. And you're like, no, you're not that bad. Yes, I was. I was a cheater. I was cheating the government out of the money that I was supposed to be paying them. Now, I know some of y'all are dropping off right now, but just hang with me for a second. And then I started thinking through being a person of character, honesty, integrity. And I said, I'm a prostitute. And you're like, oh, my goodness. That's the truth. I was a cheater. I was a liar, and I was a prostitute. I was selling my integrity for about 30%. That's what I cost. That's what me being a prostitute was. 30% of what I was taking under the table. Now I'm going to tell you something. Every day when you're confronted with the opportunity to make cash, yeah, you could, and you could get away with it for a period of time, but it's going to catch you sooner or later. Even if it didn't catch you, you're laying in bed at night and you're thinking, I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, and I'm a prostitute. I'm taking cash under the table. Now let me tell you something. This is going to sting even a little bit more. Your kids come home and you catch them in a little lie and you say, man, we're not supposed to lie. I want you to think about your life. Think about what you're teaching them. The litmus test for me is that if I can do it and feel comfortable about my grandchildren or my children knowing exactly how Big A is living his life financially, it'll probably keep me in the straight and narrow. So tonight when you lay down in bed, you just think, man, am I a liar? Am I a cheater? Am I a prostitute? Am I doing things that are going to injure my character? Am I doing things that are under the table? Why do you think they call it under the table? Because it's not above board. And I want to challenge you guys today not to do that. Well, listen, you can put a stake in the ground today and say, I've done that in the past, right? And I don't feel good about it. I'm sorry. But today forward, I will never do that again. If you'll put that stake in the ground today, I promise you, your life will be different as a result of it. Your character, your morals, your values, everything will change. And you'll be a person that said at the end of the day, I did everything that I was supposed to do. The blessings that will come out of that will be immeasurable. And I promise you, your life will be different. We need to be men of character. We need to tell the truth. We don't need to be a liar and a cheater and a prostitute. We need to be able to lead our families strong. We need to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And I want to challenge you today to do that. Hey, put some comments on this post and say, hey, I'm guilty, but today I'll never do it again. or this is a testimony at how my life has been different as a result of what you're talking about, I think, guys, you'll see a huge difference, okay? Don't try to justify it. Go out there today and put a stake in the ground and say, forevermore, I'm going to do the right thing. I hope you guys have a good one. I'm Aaron Walker, View from the Top, Thoughts from the Greenway. Have a good one. We'll see you.